shears. That's not enough to get your vote, Gary.
All right. Should we announce our shearers in heat number 5?
Heat number 5, we have 3 shearers. Four? Number 4.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. We're going to start out on stand number 2. Put your hands together. Seamus O'Grady. All right. On stand number 3, from Lyngrove, Iowa, Mr. Nolan Abel. And on stand number 4, from New South Wales, Australia, Jordan Dunbar.
All right, so I met Seamus here a couple of years ago at Shearing School. He came out and kind of helped us out. It was kind of nice to see you. Thank you for doing that. All right, we got pens loaded. How we doing, Mike? Mr. Pora, we're good? He's good? All right. Timers ready? Shears ready? On your mark, get set, go. Into that pen again, it's the same thing. We're going to see how well they do. We're going to get that belly wool off. Oh yeah.
Nolan was quick to get that handpiece up and get that belly wool off. A quick adjustment on his tension knob, and he's into that first hip and through the undermine. He's going to step up and start to open that neck up.
Seamus into that first hip.
Right behind him, Jordan's going to get that neck opened up and come back behind the ears.
So as many years as I've sheared, I've tried to come up and do that neck, how he opened that neck up and never took his other hand to break it. I still haven't figured that one out. Nolan on stand 3, going out that last side, and number 1. Oh, he's just smoking there. Nice job, Nolan. And the wool's out of the way. The first one's down. Yeah, put your hands together. That was a nice run. Nolan's in for number 2. Jordan Dunbar finishing up the last side of number 1. Seamus on the long blows of number 1. Jordan going out that last side. I got a feeling that Nolan has sheared these kind of sheep before. Nice three fly undermine, up that neck.
And Jordan done with sheep number 1, into 10 for sheep number 2.
Seamus going out the last side of number 1. Somebody pull that wool. Thank you. And remember, we're being live streamed on Facebook, so show your face. I called my daughter, told her, hey, get on there and look at your dad. Nolan in that first hip. I'm sorry, Jordan in that first hip on number 2.
Nolan really making some time.
Nolan got the last side already on that. Exactly, Mac. Good shears, extremely good shears. It would be fun to work with these gentlemen all day. Nolan going out that last side on number 1, out that last hip. Or number 2, Steve, sorry. And wouldn't you agree at the speed these gentlemen are moving and how clean those sheep are?
And Nolan moves to the pen for sheep number 3 as that pulls her out and goes to the handpiece.
Jordan going out the last side on number 2. Seamus into the first shoulder on number 2. Nolan's putting things together here. He looks like he wants to take the prize home. Mac, do you know what the prize is this year? What the prize money is?
We'll find that out. That's a good question.
Jordan going out that last side. Seamus going out that last shoulder. Nolan into number 3, their first short blows, and into the 3 or 4 long blows. So when you're doing those short blows, you got 2 or 3 short blows, and as soon as you got all your weight forward, and you take your hand past the front shoulder, all that weight is there, and you'll step over. Instead of having your weight back where you kind of have to crow hop. Again, that's something you have to teach yourself. Nolan going out that last side of number 3, he's just making it look way too easy. Let's move that wool. Thank you. Nolan's got number 4 in hand.
Yes, sir, Gary. He's working on it.
I got a feeling he's done this before, man.
He's working on a first prize of $1,500.
There you go.
It'd
be kind of nice to take $1,500
and a spot on the American to represent the United States at the World Championships. But we all know the winner on Saturday night, he's buying the beer, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a standard. Yep, Nolan has done this before. Jordan Dunbar going out that last on number 3. Sheamus into those long blows. Steps up and over. Jordan going out and making those sheep look really, really pretty. Nolan's out that last side on number 4. Last side of the face. The last shoulder. Yeah, don't worry about that. Let's just get that thing back in the camera. There we go. Nolan going out that last 2 or 3 blows on that last hip. Cleaning them up. Put your hands together for Nolan. He's going back in for number 5. Sheamus in for number 4. Jordan up the head, behind the head on number 4. On number 4, I think. You're right, Matt? You keeping track? Nolan into that first tip on number 5. Look at, and I would agree, Matt, they're just like peelers, aren't they? 1, 2, 3. 2 blows on that head, up that neck. Jordan into this long, short, and then long blows. Nolan up around the back side of that neck, into that last shoulder. He's headed for gold. Jordan Dunbar going out that last side on number 4. Nolan's out the last side on number 5. Put your hands together for him as he tries to get through with this. There's only about 8 blows left. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8.5. Nice job. Yeah.
Sheamus goes back to the pen for his last sheet.
Sheamus in for number 5.
Nolan's on number 5. These guys are sharing for broke now as Nolan goes in the first hip on sheet number 5.
That would be Jordan.
Jordan, excuse me, thank you.
Sheamus into the belly. Jordan into the top knot. Start that thing with that top tooth on one side of the neck. Up and over. Quite literally, you're seeing this is more of an art form, I think, than a job. For a career, you have to really enjoy doing this, or you're not going to do it well. Sheamus going around the backside. Jordan going out that 2 blows on the long blows. Sheamus and Jordan aren't that far apart, about 4 or 5 blows. Maybe 6, as Jordan runs down, is going out that last side. Yes, you don't want to cooperate.
Sheamus has caught up a few blows here. He's into the second shoulder.
He's on that last side too. Jordan's going out that last side. Sheamus is going out that last shoulder. Jordan out the last hip. 2 blows and he'll be done. Boom.
Give him a hand.
Nice job, Jordan. Sheamus has got 1 more blow. Yeah, 1.5. There we go. And done. Nice job. So, is everybody enjoying themselves? Mr. Helms. Randy Helms, Randy's living up north now. Randy had a little fall this morning. So,
but in true sheep-shearer fashion, he's here to finish the day.
Randy's Randy Helms and Mike McWilliam, I don't know how many years ago, 20, 25 years ago, went to represent the United States in international competition. They did quite well. No, they didn't win. I think they beat the Kiwis, though.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
That is nothing to sneeze at.
As we get ready for heat number 5, Gary, maybe talk to the folks about how these sheep are a little different here in this part of the country as compared to some other places, like where some of our other shearers are from, in South Dakota maybe, for example, or the mountain states. Some of those fine wool sheep, and what are these open wool sheep are a little different?
The open wool sheep, actually, they shear a little easier, but notice that the size of them is a little bigger, so you're moving around a lot more weight. And I think they're a little stronger. I know that when I went to eastern Montana and sheared with Ralph, those sheep had a lot of wool on them, and they had a lot of dust powder in them because they've been rubbing in the cut banks. Literally shearing with 9-tooth combs, I could only get 4 sheep done per comb. And then we were changing everything, pulling it out. It was a long day with Ralph. Ralph, I know he was laughing at me. We went to the bar a lot. Let's put it that way. It hurt. Had a good time. In Northern California, over on the coastal region, normally most of your shearing starts, depending on how you get shears, they'll start in January sometimes in Montana. And it's just because, look, we have a bunch of sheep, they only have a few shears. On the coastal California, they found out that they get a lot better lamb crop if they shear in November, late October, early November. They lamb in December. That way, that ewe is cold, and when they get them cold storms off the coast, that ewe will walk to the lee side of the hill, and the lamb will follow them. Sometimes they'll shear every 8 months. Sometimes they take just the belly off, and then come back when they go into the main shear, and then take the main wool off. And this is what I've heard. I have not been overseas, like Australia or stuff. I think the sheep here seem to be a little bigger than the ones in Australia and New Zealand. So, and I'm not taking anything away from the Aussies or the Kiwis, but when they come over here, it's a little more work.
All right, as we get our pens filled for heat number 5, I'll introduce our shearers. We're going to make a few minor adjustments, a few changes, but on stand number 1, from Roseburg, Oregon, your hometown boy, Mr. Chad Furlong. On stand number 2, he's not going to make it easy on Chad, from Union Center, South Dakota, Lauren Opstall. And on stand number 3, all the way from Byron Center, Michigan, Timothy Wright. And from Los Panos, California, Natividad Cornejo.
Okay, so we have opposite ends of the world here. Mike Porras out there keeping everybody straight with the world. And we got to make a little adjustment on the machine to get it to go either up or down. There we go. It's real important to have that handpiece in the right spot, especially when you're using the regular drop. It's a little different using the flexi drop, but if it isn't in the right spot, you can't get around the whole sheet. Everybody's talking a little strategy with their pen partner. What sheet they want first, what sheet they want last.
All right, how do we look in the back? We ready, boys?
Looks like we're ready to go.
I think so. Count down, Gary.
Timer's ready, shears ready, crowd is ready. Put your hands together. 1, 2, 3, go. Pull them out, set them up on that right hip. Now, Trinidad's going to shear. I've always called this Mexican style, and they get around the sheet just as good as the New Zealand technique.
You coming down tomorrow, Scott?
And as you see, now Trinidad has done this before. Chad Furlong down there, number 1, up the neck.
Now it looks like Timothy Wright's going to be the first shearer on sheet number 1 to hit the second side. Give him a hand.
Timothy's going out that last shoulder. Lauren's going out that last shoulder. Lauren Hospital. Now Trinidad's going out that last side. Remember, this is all about cleanliness here. Wool Help is doing a great job keeping that out of there. Oh!
Talk about come from behind and get back going for sheet number 2. His shearing section's keeping him rolling. And Lauren Upstall goes to the pen for sheet number 2. She's giving him just a little trouble, but he's got her corralled, and he's into the belly on her. As Chad goes to the pen for sheet number 2, doing a workmanlike job down there on stand number 1. But Lauren Natividad already into the first shoulder on his sheet number 2. As he moves into the short blows, just about to step over into the long blows and go.
You notice in the different styles, once Natividad goes out that back side, he don't have a lot left to shear because he's done part of that already when he sets those sheep up. I've seen a lot of Mexican shears, they actually will tie the legs with a pick and string, kind of like you would a calf in a roping competition. Natividad's got it down though, doesn't he? That's number 2. Going back in for number 3. Lauren Hospital on number 2. Chad Furlan's on number 2. Michael Wright's on number 2.
It's neck and neck here. Lauren Opstall is going to put number 2 out the portal. Timothy Wright right behind him, putting number 2 out the portal as they go to the pen for sheet number 3. And the Timmy Gunn already all up the neck on sheet number 3, making it look easy down there on stand number 4. And Chad Furlong going to pen for sheet number 3.
And remember, it's 1 point for every 20 seconds, and 1 point for every ridge of wool that they take off the size of a big pen, that after it's main sheared, that second cut wool, Natividad going out that last side, Michael Wright going in that first shoulder on number 3, Natividad going out the last last side on number 3. Number 4. Yes, sir. Put your hands together.
And Lauren also right behind him on stand number 2. He puts sheet 3 through the portal, and he's headed to pen for sheet number 4. Timothy Wright coming down into that last tip on sheet number 3. He's just about there. Chad Furlong making a little headway. He's going to send sheet number 3 out into the portal to go in for sheet number 4.
Got number 3 done, going in for number 4. Natividad is on number 4 right now. In that first shoulder, went up the back side of that neck. Couple of short blows. Step over. Clean up a little spot when he missed. Michael Wright.
Timothy, I believe.
Or Timothy. Sorry. Timothy Wright. On Hospital. Natividad going out the last side on number 4. Timothy going up the neck on number 4. And he's going in. Natividad going back into number 5. Nice to see our wool help doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, just getting that wool off of them.
Lauren Obstall goes into the pen for sheet number 5. He's on his last sheet. So they're just waiting to get down the pen.
Chad Furlong in for number 5. And Tim Dad going up the net on number 5.
Timothy Wright on that second hip. He's just about ready to go in for sheet number 5.
Tim Dad out into those short and long blows, and Timothy Wright in for number 5.
It's anybody's game still at this point, Gary.
Chad Furlong and Lauren Hospital looks like they're about blow for blow, and the Tim Dad's going out that last side of the face and the last shoulder.
Well, when he hits that last side, he really bangs through him.
It just opens right up for him, doesn't it? How about 3 blows? We'll see how he gets done. Oh, nice job. Very nice job.
Lauren Obstall and Chad Furlong neck and neck going through that last shoulder on sheet number 5. As they come down through the last side, Timothy right behind him as he moves to the last side, coming into that last shoulder. Lauren going through the hip, Chad one blow behind him. They're making a race.
Lauren's got 1 blow to go, yeah! Done. Chad Furlong, done.
Posing machine.
Timothy Wright, done, yeah!
Let's give a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
That was fun. That was great fun to watch 4 of your wonderful shearers, different techniques, getting the same thing done. Good job. The Trinidad.
All right, we've got 1 more heat to go. 4 more shears are going to come to the board. 1 more heat to go.
Last heat here, so we're going to really put it together. Now it looks like, are we going to have the wool handling today or tomorrow? Julie, Wendy? Tomorrow morning we're going to have wool handling.
Yes, so we'll start at 9 a.m. I believe with wool handling first in the morning.
Okay, so the wool handling, I don't know exactly how they judge it. I'd have to get Debbie Helms up here. Debbie. Miss Helms.
10 spins for our last meet here.
So I just talked with Debbie. Debbie's a little camera shy and microphone shy, so she'll give me a copy of the rule book. I know that when I was in Scotland, they had a couple of good shears come up. Those girls had to keep up with them. And in Scotland, they actually tie the wool together with the neck wool. They twist it, tie it together, and when it goes in the sack, it goes in as a ball. And the reason they do that is because they unball it, and then they grade the wool after it's been put into the stack. And of course, the bigger hammer helps more.
Nobody can remodel a shearing barn like a group of shearers on the first morning of shearing when they get there. The hammers and nails come out, straps, the 2x4 start coming out from behind the barn. And those guys can absolutely have the place remodeled because everybody has their own individual way to hang their machine out.
And as you can see, I forgot the gentleman's name down on stand 4, but that adjustment with that solid drop there is very critical on how you can get around the sheet. That thing does not extend, so you have to have it in the right spot. Normally, you set it so it just barely touches the floor. And watch when he puts that handpiece on, sets the handpiece down. He sets that handpiece down, normally at a little bit of an angle. It's about 2 foot out from the wall, and when he starts shearing, that's going to be set right about mid-hip on that right hip of the sheet.
All right, we'll go ahead and introduce our shears for heat number 6, our last heat right here. Starting out on the left, stand number 1, all the way from Idlewild Park, Oregon, Mr. John Quimby. All right, on stand number 2, Penn Grove, California, Matthew B. And on stand number 3, from Larchwood, Iowa, Alex Mosier. And on stand number 4, from Hart, Michigan, Walter Wright.
So Mac, do you know, are they brothers? Cousins? They're brothers. Good job. I couldn't work with my brother all day. There's no way. All right. We got the pens loaded.
All right. How do we look in the back, boys? Mike Poor, are we ready?
Mike's got his thumbs up, says
yes.
Everything is good. All right. Timer's ready. Judges ready. Shearers ready. On your mark. Get set. Go. Into that. Pull that sheep out. Alex Mosier into that first hit already. He must have got one that had no belly wool on it. Sometimes it's just a game of getting a little ahead of your other opponent. Shame them a little bit. Alex Mosier into that first shoulder. Matt Dean into that top knot. Walter Wright into that first hip, and into those 2 or 3 blows of that undermine. Take up that top knot. Alex Mosier going out the last side already.
And John Quimby not too far behind him.
Yep, he is, man. He's going right out that backside, and Alex Mosier got number 1 done.
John decided the U.S. Championships were important. He was going to wear moccasins this year instead of shearing barefoot.
Yep, that's true. Alex Mosier into that belly. Walter Wright.
And John Quimby goes into the pen for sheet number 2.
Walter's going out the last side of number 1. Alex Mosier's got the face. And a workmanlike Bean's going back in for number 2. It's like everybody's chasing the prize money today. John Quimby into that first hip on number 2. Alex Mosier already into the long blows on number 2. Looks like John Quimby's going to try and catch Alex. But remember, this is about cleanliness. They have to shear clean. Walter Wright back in for number 2. Alex Mosier going out that last side. Last side of number 2. 4 blows and he'll be out, and he'll be going for number 3. Matt Bean going up the neck. Alex Mosier shearing very clean. Machine off, and back in for number 3. Nice job, Alex. Matt Bean into that first shoulder, number 2. Walter Wright up the neck. Around the back side of the head on number 2. Alex Mosier in the first hip on number 3. Quimby going out that last side on number 2. Alex Mosier stepped up, did the undermine up that neck. Walter Wright into the long blows on number 2. Matt Bean at the last side of number 2. Quimby's going back in. Put it together, John. Matt Bean got number 2 done, going back in for number 3. Alex Mosier going out the last side on number 3. Walter Wright going out the last side on number 2.
Gary, I believe that is Alex, last year's national champion. I think he might be the man to chase.
I think that was right, because I was here last year announcing, and Alex was the winner last year. Very smooth shearer. But you got to look at how he's built. Look at how long he is from his waist to his shoulders. That makes a big difference. Can you get around it? Sure you can. Look at John Quimby. John Quimby isn't 6 feet, but he's trying to keep up there.
Well, he makes up for it in heart, that's for sure. As John moves to the second shoulder, he goes to the last side.
Going out the last side of number 3. Alex Mosier going out the, is that number 4, Matt?
Yes, it is.
Alex Mosier on number 4 going out that last side of the face. Walter Wright.
And here's Quimby right behind him on sheet number 4.
Just smooth flow, back and forth, back and forth. And Alex Mosier's going back in for number 5. Get in the hand. You can feel it coming. And when they don't cooperate and you're in a hurry, sheep are very intuitive. They can pick up on your mood as soon as you walk into the barn. They have already got you sized up. Alex Mosier into the undermine on number 5. That's the last sheep. Step up, take that top knot, right up that neck, make that neck will open. Up and around the back side of that head, into that first shoulder. Alex has been practicing this year. John Quimby, last side of number, long blows and last side of number 4. Alex Mosier going out that last side on number 5.
Let's give a hand and take him home as he starts to finish up that shift and send him on sheet number 5. And Walter Wright going to the pen again. Sheep number 4 coming out for Walter. Quimby's done with sheep 4, going to the pen for sheep number 5.
Alex knows you're done. Nice job. Congratulations, Alex.
I believe this is the 5th sheep that John Quimby has sheared this year. John shears once a year at this contest.
Matt Bean going out that last hip of number 4. So Matt knows that he's just got to shear clean now on last number 5.
And Matthew Wright, Walter Wright, doing a workmanlike job there on sheep number 4. Opens up the neck, coming around the backside of the head as he works through that first shoulder. Doing a clean job, working on those 10 points.
Matt Bean in that first hip at number 5. Quimby into the long blows. Short and longs. Matt Bean got John by about 5 blows. I'm sorry, Quimby's got Matt Bean by about 5 blows. Matt up around the back side of the head. John's going out that last side, going out that money cut. Walter Wright going out that last side of the face on number 4.
All right, as John finishes sheep number 5.
John Quimby's got that last, he's got maybe 2 blows to go. Matt Bean going out that last side of number 5, last shoulder. And Timothy's got 1 more left, right? Yep. Timothy's going to go grab that last sheep for his brother Walter. Matt Bean just got done with number 5. Nice job, Matt.
As Walter finishes up number 4, puts that sheep out the portal, goes for number 5.
All right, let's just have a big round of applause for Walter as he does. He knows you can't beat him in time, so okay. Now I just have to shear very clean so I can make it into the finals. The shearing heats today will determine who goes on to shear tomorrow. There'll probably be 2 semi-final heats. Walter's shearing very clean. Undermine, top of the head, step up that neck, break that wool open. Up around the back side of the head. That's where you're going to put your hand when you land down for the long blows. You put your fingers on both sides of the ears. Couple of short blows. First long past the shoulder, step up and over. Usually 4 blows. We're going to get 1 blow, at least 1 blow past the backbone. Now Walter's going out that back side, keeping it nice and clean. Out that last side. 1, 2. Third blow should go, 3rd or 4th blow should go out that hip. Yep, I'm going to take and flop her out so she's comfortable.
All right, on the last few blows, take him home, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice job,
folks. Let's give all of these sheep shearers a big round of applause for all the work they did here today. Give all our volunteers a big round of applause. We sure appreciate their help. That's all the sheep shearing we have for you today. We'll kick back off at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll start with our wool handling contest. And we'll work into some blade shearing tomorrow, Gary.
That'll be fun to see. The blade shears is really quiet because you don't hear the machines run. And you can actually talk with each other while you're shearing. I don't blade shear. That's a whole nother skill, man.
After our blade shears, we'll do 2 rounds of open semifinals. We'll have 2 heats of open semis. We'll break for lunch, and then at 1 p.m. we'll kick off with our blade finals, our intermediate finals, and then our open finals to round out the day to decide who goes to represent the United States at the World Championships this year.
So please be back here. Come on out at 9 o'clock and cheer on the wool handlers. There's